So here is IMPP Imperial Petroleum. This finishes at $3.38 today. That is up 53.64%. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is INDO Indonesia Energy Corp. This finishes at $40.77 today. That is up 101.83%. So this was the big runner today. Got a lot of mentions on StockTwits. Major price action. So we will analyze it. So this has been low-key short squeezing for the past few days, ever since the whole Ukraine situation has been going on, and it's been flying under the radar. I've seen it get some mentions, but today this absolutely exploded. So definitely short squeezing here. No specific news to justify this price action. It just seems like this whole thing is being driven by oil prices going up and social media really playing a part here, squeezing this low float stock. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So this does look like a triple gap up. First gap up at 475. Very small gap, but it does appear like this is a gap. So that's a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may come back down to 475 to fill that gap. Then we have another gap up at 845. Another bearish indicator there. That is telling us that the stock may come back down to 845. And then another gap up at 1510. So another bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock may come back down to 1510. And in the aftermarket here, this is pulling back down to 39. So that's a bearish indicator. If this holds through the post-market and pre-market on Monday, that's a bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock will probably sell off on Monday. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is sitting on the support of 40.75. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance should be 49, the all-time high, which it hit earlier today. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 25.30, 22.20, 20.15, 17.15, 15.10, 14.50, 13.50, 12.70, 11.65, 10.65, 10.05, 9.25, 8.45, 7.55, 6.60, and then 5.95. There is support below 5.95, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 40.77, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this hits 5.95, the channel starts to narrow, so expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this hits 5.95. RSI is currently at 91, so that is extremely overbought, extremely overvalued, so be careful, guys. And this did 66 million in volume today, way above average, low float stock. So the squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So this has been on an incredible run, went up about 10x in 2 weeks here. So this definitely has been short squeezing. So at this point, I really don't think you guys can expect too much more. This already ran up very high, very fast. A lot of bearish indicators here. Triple gap up, high RSI, aftermarket action, very wide channels. I do think the squeeze is over. I think the shorts have covered, and I think we're going to see some major pullback coming up here in the short term. I may be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I'm just reading the chart, guys. That's what it says. A lot of very strong bearish indicators, no bullish indicators, and no neutral indicators. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. I think that would be straight up FOMO. I think you'd be buying in the relative top, and you're probably going to get burned pretty hard. I think you missed your chance, squeeze is over, and you're probably going to get hurt if you go long here. So I don't think that's a great idea. I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. I would say going long here would be a high risk, low to medium reward play. Doesn't really make too much sense to me. So if you want to go long, please do that at your own risk. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, looks like a really excellent play to me. Again, very strong bearish indicators, no bullish indicators, and a lot of downside potential here. These channels are really wide. So if this does go to the downside, this will fall very quickly, and we have a lot of gaps here. I do think this will come back down to 15.10 at least. Very good chance it comes back down to 8.45, and it may possibly even come back to 4.75 to fill the last gap. I think that one is a lot less realistic than 8.45 and 15.10, but possible. But yeah, a lot of bearish indicators, a lot of downside potential. So I think going short here would be an excellent play. It should be an easy 70% downside at least, possibly even around 90%. So yeah, going short here looks like a low to medium risk, high reward play. very excellent shorting opportunity here. So I would support going short at 40.77 and higher. So yeah, looks pretty straightforward here, guys. It's definitely short squeezed. I think the squeeze is over. Maybe not, but it really shouldn't have too much more room to go. Really no reason to go long here at this point. That'd be FOMO, and looks like an excellent short play to me. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. Consider taking profits if you're up, not financial advice. But like I said, looks really bearish in the short term. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is INDO Indonesia Energy Corp. So here is IMPP Imperial Petroleum. This finishes at $3.38 today. That is up 53.64%. So this was one of the major runners today. Made top 10 on StockTwits, so we will analyze it. So there was no specific reason as to why this stock is running so hard today. It just seems like all of these small cap oil companies are squeezing today. Just speculation. It seems like the whole Russia-Ukraine situation going on definitely is affecting this. The price of oil is going up. And I also think retail is playing a big part in this as well. These oil companies are going nuts on StockTwits right now. So retail jumping in here and squeezing the stock up. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, this does look like a big cup and handle. Bottom of the cup being the low of 40 cents. And there could be multiple possible tops. It could be 450, 610, 720, 755, or the high of 830. Although I do think the most realistic top would be 450. But those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. In the aftermarket here, this is mooning up to 380, so it appears like it's not done squeezing just yet. And that's a bullish indicator for Monday. That is suggesting that this will continue to run to the upside on Monday. And here we do have a double gap up. First gap up is around 55, so that's a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock might come back down to 55 to fill this gap. And then we have another gap up at 85. So another bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back down to 85 to fill this gap. And if this aftermarket action holds, this is going to create another gap up today at 345. So that would be another bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back down to 345 to fill this gap. So double gap up, probably going to be a triple gap up. So all bearish indicators there. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 345 and 320. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 345, 425, 450, 470, 610, 720, 755, and then the high of 830. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 320, 275, 260, 245, 230, 220, 210, $2, 190, 180, 170, 155, 145, 135, 125, 115, 95 cents, 85 cents, 65 cents, 55 cents, and then the low of 40 cents. So right now at this current price, 338, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 230 to the downside, the channel starts to narrow, so expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this breaks 230. RSI is currently at 70, so that is overbought and overvalued. And it's probably a lot higher now because of the aftermarket action. The aftermarket action is not included in the current RSI. So it's already overbought and overvalued, and now it's even more overbought and overvalued. So be careful, guys. And this did 146 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So this pump/squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So this has obviously been low-key short squeezing, and today was a major pump. So I do think this eventually has to pull back. This is getting pretty ridiculous, but it does not appear like it's done short squeezing just yet. Like I said, the aftermarket action would suggest that Monday is going to be a big day as well. And usually when there's this much price action in the aftermarket, that's because there's emergency trading. In this case, it looks like emergency covering from the shorts. So it looks like the shorts got caught with their hand in the cookie jar right now, and they're in a tough spot. So I don't think it's done squeezing just yet. This could have a really big day on Monday. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice. Personally, I would not do that. It's a little too late for my liking. I'm not going to FOMO in here. But again, this still does appear to be in the middle of a short squeeze, so I can't support going long here. At the current price, 338, or in the aftermarket, 385. Again, we have the bullish indicator in the cup and handle. and very wide channels to the upside. Not much resistance holding this back. This can easily blow through all these resistances and easily come back to the high of 830, complete this cup, and possibly go even higher. So I would say going long here would be a high risk, high reward play. More like a gamble than an investment at this point, but again, still a lot of upside potential, and it looks like Monday is going to be a big day. So I'm not going to go for it, but I can support you guys going long here. Just please do that at your own risk. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that just yet. I do think the opportunity to go short here is coming up pretty soon. But again, it looks like Monday is going to be a big day. Looks like it's not done short squeezing just yet. So I would say hold off on the short side for right now. Just observe the price action, see how Monday goes, and the days following that. Once this starts to lose volume and momentum, then I would come in and short this down. Again, triple gap up here, 345, 85 cents, and 55 cents. So there is a lot of downside potential here already, and it's not even done squeezing yet. I don't know how high this is going to go, but it still has a lot of upside potential, and just wait on it. This is going to be a very excellent shorting opportunity coming up here. Not yet, but very soon. So pretty straightforward here, guys. The stock has been squeezing. It's still squeezing. It looks like Monday is going to be a big day, so there's still a lot of upside potential. Could pay off pretty big going long here, although a bit risky. And there will be a big opportunity to go short here as well. Not yet, but after the squeeze is over. So a lot of opportunity to make money both ways here. The bulls will win, the bears will win, and the pigs will get slaughtered. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is IMPP Imperial Petroleum. So here is CEI Camber Energy. This finishes at 78 cents today. That is up 31.94%. So this was one of the major runners today, major price action, and this did make top 10 on StockTwits, so we will analyze it. So really no reason to justify this price action today. It just seems like all of these small cap oil stocks are mooting / squeezing due to the whole Russia-Ukraine situation. Oil's going up, and this is getting a lot of momentum on social media. So a few factors as to why the stock is going up, but no specific company news. I did hear that Zach Morris apparently tweeted about this stock, and he's known to pump and manipulate stocks. So that could be another factor. But yeah, let's go ahead and analyze here. And honestly, there's not too much to look at. So this currently looks like a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being 44 cents. And there are multiple possible tops. It could be 112, 121, 131, 152, 188, 245, 365, or even the high of 485. Although I do think the most realistic top would be 112 or 121. But those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 83 cents and 76 cents. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 83 cents, 91 cents, 97 cents, 101, 106, 112, 121, 125, 131, 137, 143, and then 152. There is resistance above 152, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 76 cents, 69 cents, nice, 63 cents, 59 cents, 52 cents, 44 cents, 39 cents, and then 33 cents. 33 is the all-time low, no support after that. So right now at this current price, 78 cents. The channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. RSI is currently at 61, so a little bit above average there. Nothing to be too concerned about though. So according to the RSI, this current price of 78 cents may be a little bit overvalued. And this did 185 million in volume today. Very significant volume, way higher than the average. So this pump / squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So I do think this run today definitely had to do with the overall small cap oil plays all running and squeezing. Will this continue to squeeze on Monday? Honestly, I don't think so. I may be wrong, but the aftermarket action isn't very strong here. Usually in the aftermarket is when the emergency trading happens. So we see with IMPP, there's a lot of emergency covering happening there. That has a real chance of continuing to squeeze on Monday. This one, not looking so great. Although I do think it is still a pretty good buy for the long term. I definitely think it bottomed out at 44 cents, and it should keep running to the upside in the longer term. Slowly though. I don't expect this to absolutely moon in the short term. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, you already missed a big run today. I would honestly wait for some pullback. This should pull back a little bit, give back some gains. I think 76 is a decent entry, not really the best, but longer term, it is pretty good. So I would support going long at 76 cents and lower. If it pulls back below 76 cents, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. So I do think it will pull back. Really can't say how far it's going to pull back though. Again, big cup and handle, a lot of upside potential long term. So this looks like a good buy and hold for the long term. I would not expect this to absolutely moon and squeeze in the short term. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that and I would not recommend that. Again, I do think this will pull back a little bit after this massive run today, but very hard to predict how low it's going to go. It may not even run that much to the downside. Pretty hard to predict, pretty hard to chart where this is going either way, and this has already gotten beaten down very hard from the high of 485 when this first squeezed. So there's really no reason to go short here when it's hard to predict and chart. It doesn't appear like there's too much downside potential, and if for whatever reason this does squeeze, you're going to be in some big trouble. So there are many better short plays out there in the market, and CEI is not one of them. Not saying it won't go to the downside, just saying it's hard to tell how far it's going to go and when you should cover. So I just stay away from this on the short side. So this one is pretty straightforward, guys. Pretty boring too. Not many indicators to go off of. I think long term, it's a good buy and hold. It may pay off to go short here, but pretty hard to predict how low it's going to go. So I just think it's better to stay away from this on the short side. And unfortunately, I do not think this is going to squeeze on Monday. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is CEI Camber Energy. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Peace out.